Hey there, it's John, and welcome back to the Influential You podcast, where we're about to dive into the 5 stages of professional influence with stage 4, well known. This is the stage when you are in the zone. So much around you is established and working. So much around you is established and working. Your influence is expanding and you're reaping the rewards. Congratulations. Whether you're on vacation or not, you have teammates or staff on the same page, and your influence and authority have built a culture where others naturally align. You probably feel as though you could sit back and let it run, but you still want more. And you have a little, and I dare say, appropriate fear that things could go sideways. You may be seeing revenue plateaus and shrinking profit margins, and you may be repeating some of the same seemingly small mistakes. So, what do you do now? Before we get into stage 4, well known, a quick reminder that this podcast is made possible by Influential You's self-guided program called Thrive. Thrive is a self-paced learning platform that gives you the tools you need to reach big goals, regardless of where you are in your career. Sign up today. Use coupon code 30days for a free 30-day trial of the Thrive program. That's coupon code 30days. Or if you live in the US or Canada, you can text the word Thrive to 805-262-9008. And we'll send the registration link right to your mobile phone. Again, text the word Thrive to 805-262-9008. I'm telling you, Thrive just works. Sign up now. Pause the podcast. Go to influentialyou.global/thrive and subscribe today. I'll be here when you come back. All right. Now let's get down to business. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to the Influential You podcast. I'm John Patterson, co-founder and CEO of Influential You, and your host for this week's podcast. Today, we're talking about stage 4, which is well known. This is part of the 5 stages of professional influence. And if you're unsure which stage you are in your business, your career, or professional circles, we have a free quiz that you can take. The link is on our show notes. In this stage, you are more likely living in an environment that is designed to do the heavy lifting for you. Your team is skilled and they're following the procedures, and you're finding that you're able to do more with less of your own resources. So, for an example, for 1 month every year, usually around now, it's coming very soon for me, I leisure in a remote rural farm village in Western France. And when I leave Influential Youth, things still function. This podcast, for example, still gets recorded. Josh and Tyson direct the podcast team, and I get to enjoy everything from the other side of the world. But it's my decision to do all of this because I trust the environment that we've created for everything. My chairman, director, CFO, sales team, and faculty continue to move and work just fine because we built environments that are thoughtfully designed to achieve our aims. You may be here as well, and if you are, congratulations. You're up to good things that you love doing, and you're gaining momentum. You have recurrent transactions in place, and things are repeatable. It's possible that you could be an upper-level manager, director, deep on your entrepreneurial path. Perhaps you're gaining notoriety in politics, but in the back of your mind, you have this little nagging concern that things could fall apart. It can be a difficult transition to let things go and work on the right things and maintain your momentum. Mostly your key problem will be that the environment that you have around you could dilute what you've built. It could take an axe to your influence, your authority, and your accomplishments. Want an example? I've got one. Anybody heard of COVID? People had to scramble. They had to pivot. And many people did a good job. We did a great job at a pivot, but at the same time, we found that some of the strategies and tactics were diluted by a variety of forces we just couldn't foresee, and neither can you. Many who've had a plan for breakdowns came out ahead. Many perished. Some are making their way back in a new world. And to get on to the next stage, you're going to have to reignite your team, reminding them of long-term aspirations, that you're all on your way and that your goals and aims are still in sight. What got you here won't get you beyond it. You must proactively reinvent and think very accurately about what would reignite your team. Maybe it's a fresh coat of paint, a way of seeing a bigger future than you've imagined. And this is what you've got to work on. So what does winning look like at this stage? You and your team have reassessed and reinvented your environment and maintained its ability to do the heavy lifting. For us, we stopped working on filling courses and started building futures. We rallied around a central focus and got everyone on a mission to have one of the largest courses in our company history. Each incremental step along the way helped produce a reinvention, and we got everyone involved, and it's reignited our passions. So, how might you reignite your company? How might you offer both incremental change and total proactive reinvention? You may need some new voices and some new narratives to build a powerful new environment. For us, it required someone skilled at narrative, skilled at story, skilled at producing moods. These are often the performer personalities. All right, well, that's all for today's lesson on stage 4, well known of the 5 stages of professional influence. Join us next time as we explore stage 5. Celebrate it. Remember, your career is in your hands, and with Influential You, you can redefine what winning looks like. My name is John Patterson, and we'll see you next time on the Influential You podcast.